Hello everyone, welcome to Keerthi's FinFo NRI community. I am CS Keerthana. I live in Dubai. I run the consultancy, a firm which is specialized in NRI services. I have done my CS from India and also CMA strategic level from UK. I am also a SEBI registered overseas MFT. Every week I bring and explain a video on the topics related to NRI issues in this channel. So if you are looking for tax, Femma, finance as well as investment related topics, then please subscribe this channel. Today we are going to discuss a critical issue that many of my NRI clients are struggling with. The problem of relying too heavily on Indian bankers for financial advice and products. I've noticed a concerning trend where NRIs are facing challenges due to misplaced trust in bank representatives who may not fully understand or prioritize their unique financial needs. Many of you have shared stories of being pushed towards the projects that are not necessarily best fit for your international lifestyle or long-term goals. That's why it is really important to understand the limitations of traditional banking services and the importance of comprehensive financial planning, which is tailored to your specific situation. Let me tell in the beginning itself, I have nothing against banks or bankers, but 90% of my clients always had some products which was not at all suitable for their financial goals. But they always said to me that when we approached bank and when we were given the presentation, we just felt that this is just made for us. We were not at all aware of pros and cons. So only 3 or 5 years down the line, when we didn't get the intended result, we started analyzing and nobody took the accountability. At that time, it was too late to act also. So that resulted in capital erosion, wealth erosion, had enormous opportunity cost. So this is strictly for awareness so that as an NRI, when you are looking for making a financial planning for your secure future, you take an informed decision. Don't trust anybody blindly, including myself. So I am telling you again here, it is not a campaign against bankers or banking products. But when you are walking into anything looking for financial advice or investment advice, you should be having enough knowledge to ask right questions and you should be making informed decisions. That's it. So let's begin. So in this video, we will explore 5 key points that every NRI should keep in mind while dealing with Indian bankers. My goal, again I am repeating, to empower you with knowledge and helping you so that you make well-informed decisions and which can really truly serve your financial interest. So let's dive in and uncover the truth that could make significant difference in your investment journey. First one, bankers push their products. Bankers generally push their own products for 2 reasons. One, they will of course have vested interest. 2, for regulatory requirement also. How? Let's look at the first reason. When you go to bank, bankers will push their own product where the commission for selling the product is high. For example, if the product is ULIP, the commission can go up to 15 to 30%. This is upfront. So obviously, it makes much sense for them to meet the target and sell this product. Many of my own clients are victims of endowment plans, ULIPs, which bankers sold them as guaranteed return. They never understood what is the value of today's 1 rupee after 20 years. Or after 15 years. Generally, in this kind of plans, you have to observe that you pay one specific amount every year. For example, 2 lakhs every year for 10 years. Then there is a cooling off period. Then you are going to get 2 lakhs for your lifetime till you are 80 or 85 years. So you always are made to believe that this is a great product. Who will give some kind of retirement security? Just by investing 2 lakhs for initial 10 years, right? But did your banker actually tell you what is the XIRR, which can be lesser than 7%? I don't accuse bankers here. They are part of corporate and of course, profit is an important metric there, right? And they also will have targets. So there is a vested interest. Sometimes it is also true that they have lack of knowledge. They might not be aware of all the products which is in the market, because usually they are giving training orientation about the products which is existing in the same bank or institution. For example, a banker might push their bank FD or low risk investment, telling that stability is a very important metric that you should be looking at, right? They may not tell you about other options like what are tax free bonds or FDs from other banks also, which might actually offer a better return. Do you think that if an NRI FD from another bank is giving better return, your banker is going to inform you? No. Whatever the financial situation you may be in, most of the times banker solution is always lying in their own product, and that is part of their job. Second, this push also sometimes may come from the vested interest, and this may have its reason which can be tracked in the regulatory requirement, compliance requirement. It may be a little complex for you to understand, but let me give an example so that you get the background picture clearly. At the end of December 2023, one of the India's leading private bank, it had loan to deposit ratio at 110%. That means loan is more, deposit is less. Okay. This is a Mumbai based giant which had lent more money than it had in deposit accounts. Now think, is it good for its own liquidity? No, right? So what RBI as a regulatory body has to do? It has to tell them that now bring up the deposit rate. Its loan to deposit ratio spiked after country's largest mortgage lender merged with the bank. So the former entity came in with a huge loan on its book and virtually no deposits. Therefore, now what happens with the new merged entity's balance sheet? It had to rake in the more deposits because money lent may take a longer time to return. And what if there is a default in between? So to bring the loan to deposit ratio back to lesser risky level, RBI had clearly instructed, take more deposit. We want more deposit rate. Imagine if you had gone to the bank during this time, they would have definitely convinced you to keep FD, telling that now see, FD rates are really good. There is a global volatility. Don't trust stock market. So you have to always see your 1 lakh as 1 lakh few years down the time also, right? They will have thousands of reasons for you to convince and secure your deposit rate because they have a target. So because the management also has to comply with the regulatory requirement. But ask yourself, is it necessary for you to have huge amount of money, your hard-earned money, locked in fixed deposit for long period, which will not beat inflation in the long run? This is what exactly I'm trying to say. So bankers would not ask, what is your financial goal? Why are you here? What are you looking at 10 years down the line? So what is your hope? What is your insecurity? So they will just have stories to sell their product. So again, I'm not making any judgment who is right, who is wrong, but you should know what is right for you. You always need to remember, we don't need a financial product. What you need is a comprehensive financial planning. Financial planning for NRIs goes far beyond recommending a particular investment products. It starts with a comprehensive assessment of your current financial health. Where are you standing now? Taking into account your assets or liabilities and income and expenses across different countries. So this holistic view always allows a competent financial planner to guide you through the complex maze of this NRI. Tax issues also very important part of wealth planning. Now, a good financial planner will definitely help you to manage your estate. So, help building the wealth, preserving the wealth, considering the international nature of the assets, potential complexities of cross-border inheritance loss. So, if your banker is not addressing all these aspects, you may be in trouble for long term. Second, bankers are not your tax or Femma experts. I know I'll get a lot of backlash for making this comment. But for NRIs, navigating the complex web of Femma or Foreign Exchange Management Act regulations and taxation is very critical as these govern most of your financial transaction in India. However, most of the bank employees are not specialized in these intricate areas. They may lack understanding of many nuances. Maybe it is Femma or even DTAA or Double Taxation Avoidance Agreement. Take for example, DTAA between India and United States. It stipulates that if an NRI is resident of US, then earning rental income from property in India, then they must pay tax on the income in India. But they can claim some relief or tax credit under Double Taxation Avoidance Agreement. A banker may be selling a mutual fund for you as an NRI in US, convincing that this is India's story, India is growing and you will get minimum of 14%, which is the index growth. That is true. But did banker tell you about the most important rule PFIC, and if he is unfamiliar with the intricacies of PFIC rules, reporting requirements, so DTA implications, what will happen to the money that you're investing currently in India? On paper, you may have 12, 15, 18%, you are happy, everybody is happy. When you are selling, when you are liquidating, will that be net flow to your pocket? You will get only one portion of it because of the tax and compliance issues. Bankers won't tell you this because most of the time they are unaware of these regulations. That's why it is crucial to consult with a financial advisor who specializes in this NRI finances. Stay updated with the recent regulations, at least has an idea that these things exist. If I take or onboard the clients from this area, potentially these are the requirements from compliance side that I must be aware of, which might eat into the return. So we always consider investing, tax, Femma regulations and bring in different perspectives which bankers may not be able to provide. If you want to avail NRI services, you can visit our website www.keerthisfinfo.com or book an appointment using the link available in the description. Now let's go back to the third point. Bankers have limited accountability. I know this also many of the people don't like, but let me tell you what I mean by this. While seeking financial advice, it is crucial to understand the qualification as well as accountability of your advisor. Most of the bank employees offering financial advice, they are not registered with AMFI or answerable to SEBI, meaning they are not legally accountable for making any of their recommendation. In contrast, if you are approaching any AMFI registered mutual fund distributor or SEBI registered RIA, then they have undergone some specific training and certification to sell the product. They are knowledgeable about the schemes, not just one bank or one financial institutions, but everything which is lying in the market. So the different options are there with them. They can help you choose what is aligning with your goals. One step above this, if you are approaching any SEBI registered investment advisor or RIAs who operate under strict regulatory oversight, then they must provide advice in writing, maintain detailed record, act as fiduciaries, legally bound to prioritize clients' interest. So bankers don't have any such obligations, and you really cannot make them accountable. Go and ask tomorrow, why did you sell this? Fourth point, bankers come and go. Your relationship today could be replaced tomorrow. Financial planning is not short-term game. It's a lifelong activity. It is important when you get your first job, make your first investment, compute your first tax liability, set your goals, retire, eventually transfer your estate to your loved ones. So does the banker consider all these aspects while planning your investment? If not, it is time to find another financial advisor who thinks more comprehensively about financial planning, who sticks with you for lifetime actually, like your family doctor. Don't underestimate this point. Fifth, bankers may lack long-term perspective. Financial planning requires long-term perspective. It includes recommending suitable products initially, and you have to keep reviewing them periodically as your life circumstance, financial goals changes. A good financial planner should give unbiased advice which is in your best interest, not just immediate future. It should serve the long-term purpose also. Will your banker continue to provide such financial planning services if you close account with their bank open with somewhere else? An independent financial advisor wouldn't have any such issues. So my dear NRI friends, be careful while dealing with bankers. Always seek an independent expert advice tailored to your unique situation as an NRI. Remember, what is best for their target might not be best for your financial health. I am reiterating again, I have nothing against Indian bankers. I just wanted to put this point across. Many NRIs have become victims of mis-selling. So when they realize it, they would have lost more than money, that valuable time, which matters a lot in wealth compounding. So if you found this information valuable, please share with your NRI friends who may need to hear this. If you want to learn more about financial planning in NRI context, tax strategies or investment options, don't forget to subscribe this channel. And if you need any personalized advice on investment, you can always email to our email ID info@keerthisfinfo.com, or if you want to book an appointment, the link is given in the description box below. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.